What is up, everybody? Happy Memorial Day. I'm shooting this video for you guys. So what I'm going to be going over today is how I tie down my off-road rig to my gooseneck. So these are the kind of the tips and tricks that I use. Hopefully, if you're watching this, would mean that you probably haven't done it before or are trying to find a new technique or something that may work better for you. So this is I think my gooseneck is like a 34-foot gooseneck. I can't remember off the top of my head, and I pull it with my F350 truck. So that's kind of the whole setup. So this is about where I keep it. I could maybe go a little farther forward, but I think if I remember correctly, this is kind of where I put it, my back wheel, kind of on the back tire here. And that puts, this is a Cummins engine in here, so it's pretty heavy. That puts a lot of weight on the front, the tongue side, which I have found to work out pretty well. I could bring it just a little bit forward more. It wouldn't hurt at all, but yeah, that's about right where I keep it. So yeah, that kind of works out. On my, because this is such a wide Jeep, on mine, normally, like splitting this board, as you can see, like, so this is one board here. The tire's not really into it that much, whereas if you go on this side, you can see we're into the board a little bit. Not a huge deal, but typically I try to, when I'm lining it up, get a little more even, but you know, at this point you're just splitting hairs, really. It's not that big of a deal. So I guess I'll go ahead and strap it completely down for you guys so you can see, but typically I'll cross. So I'll go from over here. Oh, there's a motorcycle. But typically I'll fold the ramps up and then cross from this left side over to the right axle, and then vice versa from the right side to the left, and cross it, and do that on both front and rears. Just kind of gives you that cross pull that eliminates any kind of wiggle. But I'll show you guys what that is like. This is how I cross it at the back. You can see got the straps tied on the outer side of the spring mounts, and they're just pulling sideways. You don't have to go like super crazy, but so that's how I have it crossed up there. And I don't know if this is OCD or not, but like when I do something, I have to mimic it on the other side so it's uniform. I just hate it when it doesn't look like uniform and good. It's just one of my pet peeves, is like you got to have it looking good when you're doing it. So goes around here. All right, cross them like I was saying earlier. We're gonna go that one over there, and this one over to this side. So this will get strapped up to this. Crossing them's a little more difficult, like I was saying, because either if you're up on the deck, it makes it a lot easier, but you have to keep tension while you're hooking these things up. Okay, there we go. Got one. And all this time you are not like strapping down to tighten all the way. You want to get them all connected first, then you'll worry about tightening it all down. Make sure your straps are all straight. Alright, so we've got the front ones nice and pretty tight. You don't need to go overly tight, because we will come back to the back now. Check these, and then we'll give these a nice tighten down as well. Perfect. Now, if you tighten it down like this, I guarantee you, like, you are not going to get very much movement at all. The opposing cross pulls are really good for just keeping pressure down, securing, and you really shouldn't have any issue. Something that to also be aware of when you're strapping these down, some people will go off of the, like, let's say a frame mount, or let's use these for example. If you tie off of here, you have this suspension. As you go over bumps, whether you like it or not, your suspension on the Jeep, even if you cinch that puppy down, the suspension on the Jeep is still going to give, take, move. You will start wearing through if you have a contact point on the truck or trailer. Let's say it's right here, or let's say your ratchet strap was coming across this and you had it connected to the Jeep itself, not the axles. As your Jeep suspension gives, takes, it will start cutting through, and I know that because it happened to me. So that is another reason why you want to go off of the axles where there's no give. You've got your tires. Yes, tires will give a little bit, but the suspension will give a whole lot more. So go off of that. Do not go off of your suspension. Now for some redneck. All right, now for the tying of the knot part, I'll show you real quick. You will start to fold this however you want to. Fold it over on itself like this. This is how you get rid of all this nasty excess stuff. So I pull it tight like this, and you'll just kind of fold it over on itself. Now, I used to be really crazy about this sort of thing, and I would actually zip tie, like get it like this, and then like literally like zip tie it down to make it look clean. However, it is kind of a hassle when you have to keep zip ties, and then you have to you know, cut them and all that. So what we'll do next though is you'll grab it, you'll flip this under, go through like this, then you'll start twisting this, and you'll flip it until it's nice and snug, tight like that. Then typically what I do is I'll give it another crank just to lash it down a little bit. But there you go, it looks nice and clean, and that thing ain't going anywhere. Same thing with this. Pull this puppy out. There we go. Got this. Flip it under, go back through, twist, twist, and then lock it down one more. And Bob's your uncle. And there you have it, guys. That is how I tie down my Jeep. I've got one more to do over here. But all that to say, this works out great if you are hauling your Jeep or whatever, going off-roading. It's a great technique. I use it all the time. And like I said, most of you guys are probably gonna laugh at this video, but I know for one time when I first got my rig, I was kind of just curious on how to tie my rig down the best way. This is the best way that I have found for me that works. So use your own discretion on what works best for you. No chains are not needed for this, so don't use chains for something like this. It's going to be rough on your components, and I'm a huge fan of these little tie down straps. It makes, you know, connecting to stuff a lot easier than, you know, trying to find something to attach to, unless your rig is specifically set up for, like, maybe you have rig attachment points that you built specifically for ratchet straps, but you're gonna have to make sure you know how to weld, if you're doing that, to weld good solid tabs that will not come off. I personally don't recommend doing that. I would say use the straps, and everything will just be so much better for you. But that is it, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys in the comments have any better options for tying your rigs down. Like I said, this one I've been using for years. and it has worked beautifully for me. Let me know also what you guys would think about powder coating the trailer rims the same color as my truck and Jeep, which is teal. I'm just not sure if it would be too much teal for like the whole rig, or if the matching wheels or rims would actually help just tie everything together. Let me know in the comments what you think. Anyways guys, thanks for watching for this video. Stay posted for new content, and yeah, happy Memorial Day. I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.